Have you ever noticed that as soon as your paycheck comes in, it seems to disappear in the blink of an eye? Bills start showing up, expenses pile up, and suddenly, there's nothing left. It's as if your money got sucked into a black hole, and even with your account at zero or in the red, you still find yourself going out to spend on that burger or pizza. So, I want to know from you. When payday comes, are you on Team McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's? Which one would you choose for a weekend treat? I'm a fan of Wendy's, but I want to know your opinion. Financial reality. The financial reality for many Americans is challenging. Today, more than 70% of families are in debt, and the economic situation doesn't make things any easier. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, where every bill seems harder to pay than the last. What leads to this situation? Oftentimes, it's unexpected expenses, rising prices, and a lack of effective financial planning. Imagine, for example, a mother who has to choose between buying essential groceries or paying the electricity bill. These tough choices are common, and that's where financial education becomes essential. The difference between rich and poor. The way different social classes handle money can be one of the keys to understanding why some people manage to build wealth while others remain stuck in cycles of debt. The wealthy tend to be interest receivers, meaning they invest their money wisely. They look for opportunities that allow them to grow their wealth, like stocks, real estate, and other financial assets that generate passive income. For example, an investor who buys a property to rent out not only benefits from the property's appreciation, but also receives monthly rental income. This creates a positive cycle where money works for the investor, generating even more wealth over time. On the other hand, the poor often become interest payers. This happens when they rely on loans and credit to cover daily expenses or unnecessary purchases. When someone buys a product on a credit card or takes out a personal loan, they end up paying interest on those debts. This means that, in the long run, they pay much more than the original value of the product or service, creating a situation where debt accumulates. For example, by financing a $1,000 purchase in several installments, the consumer might end up paying $1,500 or more due to interest. This practice can lead to a vicious cycle of debt, where individuals spend money they don't have and then have to take out more loans to cover their debts. This dynamic of interest payer and interest receiver is perfectly illustrated in the classic TV show Seinfeld. In it, Newman represents the typical interest payer, often getting into debt, while Mr. Pitt is the interest receiver who profits from investments. This relationship between the characters is a true reflection of the financial reality for many people. While some struggle to pay off debts, others benefit from that dependency to grow their own wealth. The lesson here is clear. To change this situation, it's crucial that people begin to rethink their finances. Instead of financing liabilities like cars or luxury items that don't generate returns, it's essential to direct money towards assets that truly contribute to building wealth. This includes saving and investing in financial products that offer returns over time. By making this mindset shift, individuals can break the cycle of debt and start building a more solid and stable financial future. Family debt. Debt is a growing problem in the U.S., affecting millions of families. Research shows that a significant portion of the population is facing financial difficulties due to excessive credit use. While credit may seem like a practical solution to meet immediate needs, it's important to remember that every payment you make is money not being invested in opportunities that could generate returns. Credit cards are one of the biggest financial traps. When used irresponsibly, they can lead to debt accumulation. For example, a purchase that seems affordable when spread over 12 monthly payments may actually cost much more due to interest. If the interest rate is high, what seemed like a simple purchase can turn into a difficult financial commitment. Additionally, the easy access to credit can cause people to compensate for the lack of financial planning, leading to impulsive consumption and, consequently, excessive debt. Therefore, it is vital for consumers to understand the real cost of what they are buying and carefully plan their finances. Instead of being swayed by easy credit, It's wiser to create a budget and prioritize paying off debts before considering new purchases. Understanding the difference between needs and wants and adopting a lifestyle that prioritizes saving can help avoid debt and create a more solid financial foundation. Liabilities versus assets. To achieve financial success, it's crucial to understand the difference between liabilities and assets. Liabilities are goods or expenses that do not generate financial returns and, instead, consume resources. A typical example is a car. While it may provide convenience and enjoyment, it also involves significant costs such as maintenance, fuel, insurance, and depreciation. These items might offer momentary satisfaction, but in the long term, they drain your finances, making you continuously pay for something that does not provide returns. On the other hand, assets are investments that generate income and can appreciate over time. This includes stocks, real estate, and other assets that not only retain their value, but also produce revenue, such as rental income or dividends. Investing in assets is an effective way to accumulate wealth, as they have the potential to grow and generate passive income. When you focus on building a portfolio of assets instead of spending on liabilities, your money begins to work for you. The key to financial prosperity is finding a balance between what you spend and what you invest. By avoiding excessive spending on liabilities and prioritizing the acquisition of assets, you can create a solid foundation for long-term financial growth. So, instead of going into debt over items that don't generate returns, you should concentrate your efforts on investments that will contribute to your financial future and independence. Explaining the 200 rule. Now, let's understand the 200 rule. This rule is a powerful concept that can help you rethink your spending. The idea is simple. For every $1 you spend, you should imagine that you would need $200 invested to compensate for that expense through future earnings. For example, if you buy an item for $500, the 200 rule suggests that you would need $100,000 invested to generate the same amount in passive income. This type of thinking helps you visualize the true cost of purchases and prioritize investments that actually bring returns. By doing this, you can develop a more economical mindset while focusing on building long-term wealth. Now that we've explored the financial reality of many families and the crucial difference between liabilities and assets, it's time to reflect on our own financial choices. Changing our mindset toward money is fundamental to building a more prosperous future. Instead of falling into the trap of easy credit, start investing in assets that can generate income and wealth over time. Remember, the difference between being an interest payer and an interest receiver lies in the decisions we make today. Ask yourself, what can you do to change your financial situation? What steps can you take to start accumulating assets and reducing liabilities? If you like this content and want to learn more about how to transform your financial life, leave a comment below with your questions and thoughts. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next valuable personal finance tips. Remember, change starts with you. Invest in your future and make your money work for you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more inspiring content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share. Until next time, may your ideas become great achievements.